I'm Dominique Hurley, an intuitive visionary artist located here in St. John's, and I'm going to introduce you today to a show called Beauty at the Birch. So I'm going to give you a brief introduction to the show and some of the paintings that are here, and then after that you will have a 40-minute experience. It's a visionary experience, a way for you to connect to the art and to your inner guidance, your intuition, through an exercise that I call Mirror to Your True Self, so that you'll get a chance to experience yourself through the art. And this is a guided meditation, but it's very different than what I usually do. And that's going to be part 2 of this video. So stay tuned and enjoy the whole process. Beauty at the Birch is my first exhibition where I invite the public in since the beginning of COVID. And so this show actually includes some pieces from before COVID and some pieces that I painted during COVID, and also a couple of pieces that were inspired by knowing that they would be here at the Birch Centre in St. John's, so a few new birch paintings. This exhibition includes 4 of my pieces from the Reconnecting collection, including the 2 on the ends here. This was a deeply personal experience where I was evolving spiritually, but also honoring my spiritual development through a lifetime, through a channeled process. There were 11 paintings in the collection. This was a few years back, and 2019, I believe it was. And during that process, I also recorded some self-help lessons that you will find in my free resources. And so if you go to my website, dominiquehurley.com, look at the top, you'll see free resources and Reconnect to Your True Self lessons. You'll get the blog post for each one of these paintings that includes my process, my self-discovery, the symbolism, and also seeing a painting evolve in all of its different stages. But then also there's a link to a video to help bring that lesson that I learned for myself to you. Some of the paintings in the show have never been seen live before, including Sunset in the Dreamtime. This is one of the rare paintings that I've created that's actually inspired by an experience that I had out in nature, kayaking on the Mobile Canal for the first time, just going down at sunset. And so you'll recognize the kayak there. And also this is almost exactly like the logo of the kayak that I was in, but it's a labradorite stone. And this stone, as well as the rose quartz that's in between the 2 canvases, adds to the energy of the energy healing that I do through my work. As a certified naturopath, I include a lot of my different training in the visionary arts, but also in energy healing as I'm painting. So the energy that you're feeling from one piece versus another, what attracts you may be visual, but it also might be because of the vibration of that piece, or what it is inviting you to is a level higher to where you are now in your present state. And so it's helping you elevate your vibration and to achieve your next step on your path to your highest good. They certainly have helped me, and I hope they do the same for you. 8 of the paintings in this show celebrate the couple. They celebrate the couple whether they are together, whether you're in the act of attracting that ideal twin flame relationship into your life. I myself have been single for quite a while, happily busy in my creative life. And so when I was creating these paintings, I had it in mind to celebrate my twin flame, my becoming the best of who I can be so that we recognize each other. This one here, for example, visualization, vibration, radiation, is a painting, a vision that came to me as I was doing a meditation by Derek Rydell. And during that meditation, I saw myself being held at the patio doors of overlooking the ocean and the expansive moon, this nautilus shell, which is a symbol of expansion, a symbol of growth, a spiritual evolution. And as we were just holding each other there, looking at the beauty and gratitude of nature, the couple here that you may or may not see, because sometimes it's reflected depending on the light, and sometimes that couple that's reflected in the windows is invisible, the couple looking back at itself. And so this is a bit of a celebration, an honoring of the agreements that we've made soul to soul before entering the earth plane, to find each other, to reflect each other, to be mirrors for each other. And you'll see that in a couple of other paintings here, all looking for unconditional love, that being seen, accepted, and loved for who you truly are. Many throughout the years have mentioned how experiencing my paintings live, because of the energy healing that I do when I'm painting, for most of them, it's a whole different experience, not only about the textures and the colors, but also feeling the energy. But I trust that you can feel this through this video and through the images. Just know that if ever you choose to bring one of these paintings home, it's going to be an even better experience. And if you are in St. John's or traveling to St. John's, you can contact Kelly at thebirch.ca to arrange a private viewing at any time this fall. Welcome to your visioning meditation experience, but one of a different kind than usual. This is your mirror to your true self visionary experience, in which you will be connecting to one of my paintings when the time is right. So to get ready for this part of the meditation, the contemplation, the experience, I'd like you to open a new browser window. If you have one of my pieces, an original painting or a print, you can use one of those, but you can also do it online. Don't pick your painting yet, but have this window open on your browser so that you're ready to experience it. So either go to Dominique
Hurley.com, DOMINIQUEHURLEY.com. And in the tabs at the far right, you've got the art shop. You can either choose the art shop itself, or you can choose the print on demand. Both are filled with images of my paintings. Just have that browser open, but don't start scrolling yet. So take a moment for that. And while you're getting ready for that, I also invite you to make sure that you're comfortable. Have a seat or even a place lying down. You will be connecting to the painting soon, but for the first part, you can do it in whichever way feels open, relaxing, comfortable. Comfort is very important. All right. So let us begin. This is going to be a way for you to connect to your true self, to experience a side of you or activate your right feminine intuitive brain along with your body, your mind, your spirit, all levels of your being, and in a way that may be new for you. So I also invite an open mind. You may hear your ego pop in with comments along the way. You can smile and thank it and just set the intention not to sabotage your own experience. By seeing this as a game, see this as a playful way to go deeper within yourself. Appreciation, but self-appreciation. So whatever message you need to give yourself, your ego right now, to allow yourself to fully benefit from this experience, go ahead as you get comfortable. And when you're ready, close your eyes and feel your body. Simply feel the surface of your skin, the weight of your body, seated or lying down, making sure that your arms and your legs are uncrossed unless you're in seated meditation pose. But if you're in a chair, make sure both your feet are planted solidly on the ground to connect you to Mother Earth, to open your heart in a position that feels open, so no arms crossed. And breathe deeply, 3 deep breaths, releasing through your mouth, breathing in through your nose, deep into your belly. Your breath is your bridge to spirit. It's your life force. It is your connection to your intuition, to your higher self. And return to your natural breath. Once in a while, I may remind you to breathe. We tend to go into shallow breath, which cuts us off from spirit when we're afraid or depressed or simply numb. We tend to not breathe fully. If you need to untie your pants so that you can breathe more fully into your belly, let that be. Often we wear constricted clothing, which also cuts us off from ourselves. Welcome. Welcome, welcome into your body and into this space. Dear God and guiding spirits, angels of light and love, archangels, and to your team of divine helpers, by whatever names you use, vocabulary is not important. Take a moment to invite your team, your support team, your divine helpers to create a safe, and beautiful receptive space for you and for this experience. By asking, you invite them. They will help hold energetic space. They may communicate with you through this experience. Let go of any expectations and simply acknowledge their presence. Even if you cannot see or sense them, know that by asking, your prayers are answered. Because of free will, we need to ask. Your team of divine helpers is so happy to answer your invitation. Feel them in a circle around you, but with enough distance so that you can fully feel your space. Imagine now this pillar of light shining down on you, around 6 feet wide. Allow this light to bathe you. And with your team around you and this light bathing you in the perfect temperature, take the next minute to scan your body, simply becoming aware of it. Our body is like an antenna that you will be using in the next part of the exercise when you connect to the painting. And the more aware you are of your body, the more you will sense and feel. This is just one of your intuitive channels. And if for some reason you're not connected to your physical body, don't worry, there's lots of other channels. But take a moment now to simply feel the vibration, that subtle vibration throughout your whole being, from head to toe. Take consciousness of your feet, of your hands, but go from head to toe or from toe to head in this moment of silence, acknowledging this vessel for your spirit in this lifetime. Breathe. And now set an intention that you would like to connect to your right brain, your feminine brain, your whole receptive side of yourself, the side that's connected to spirit, to your intuition, to your inner wisdom. And that yes, your left, analytical, action-oriented, rational brain, your masculine side, is very important. It gets exercised every day, and it will have a role here. But for now, set the intention that you want harmony between both, and that you'll be paying more attention to your right feminine intuitive side. As well, state your intention for yourself to fully participate 100% or more into this experience. Give yourself to it, to this new way of discovering. Have that childlike curiosity and wonder at the process, knowing that it is a process and that there's no right or wrong way. But by being curious, by being open, by having the attitude that you're going to discover something new, you open yourself more to it. You put less obstacles in the way. Embrace the mystery. An exercise that is very useful for every part of your life. There are unknowns in this exercise, and that's part of the fun of it. Enjoy. Set yourself up to enjoy. And now, before you open your eyes and we proceed to connecting to an art piece, I recommend that you choose one of my paintings, knowing that as I paint for most of my pieces, I use energy healing work, so that the painting will not only appeal to you aesthetically, but vibrationally, knowing that whatever energy I was working with at the time is calling you to where you want to be next, to your next inspired step, to a level of beingness that you want to be. And that is why I'm not choosing one particular painting for you. You will feel your way to that painting, trusting all of your senses. And so as you open your eyes and you scan the page, either my art shop or my art print shop, scan slowly and pay attention to your inner beingness, your feelings, any intuitive hit, something that feels good. Go with what feels expansive, not just appealing to your left side, but to your right intuitive side. I'm going to give you a minute now to scroll the page and trust. If there's more than one, and on my art shop page you may need to scroll to page 2 or page 3, go with the one that feels the best, no matter what's in the painting. Now click on it to expand it any way that you can, make it as big as you can on your screen. If you're on your cell phone, have it standing in front of you so that you don't need to hold it. And now I invite you, if it's possible for you, to stand. Stand in front of this image of my painting, or an actual painting if you own one. And with the music, allow yourself to move in whichever way is called, noticing your self-consciousness perhaps. You may be moved to shake, to release, just to stand in one spot, bouncing up and down, shaking, releasing what needs to be. You may be moved to undulate slowly. Keep your eyes connected to the painting and move to the sound of the music, which is also high vibrational activated music. And be with the painting. You don't need to understand any of this. Be with it. Move with it for a full minute. Allowing yourself to connect to it. To connect your body, mind, and spirit with the artwork. In whichever way feels good. It may feel uncomfortable as a stretch of your comfort zones, but that's still good. That's the kind of discomfort that has an edge of excitement. There may be fear, but excitement and curiosity as well. That's good. Remembering also that the more you increase your oxygen and that you're grounded in your body, the stronger your intuition becomes. So even if you chose or if you needed to stay seated for any reason, move the parts of your body that can. Or in your mind's eye, move in the way that you feel moved too. Relax into yourself. Relax into the painting. Notice now if one part of your body is resonating stronger than the others. Just stand still for a moment and feel how your body may feel different now than it did a minute ago. Is there one part of your body, perhaps one chakra if you're aware of your energy centers, that feels more called, more alive or activated? Imagine, either as you keep moving or as you're standing still, this beam of light between the artwork and this part of your body. Allow it to nourish you in the way that feels right to your higher self. You know that you're safe. You're asking your higher self to guide your experience, not your ego. Visualize that beam of light between the painting and the space in your body. And if you did not feel any particular space in your body vibrating or activated higher than other places, simply choose, knowing that your choice is also inspired, perhaps by one of your other intuitive channels. You may have this beam of light between the artwork and your third eye, your throat chakra, your heart, your solar plexus, the center of your power, your sacral chakra, or your root chakra, whatever needs, and it may be more than one. My voice is but a guideline. Experience what is happening for you. Do not limit your experience by my instructions. And as you feel this light, bring back to consciousness the fact that you are surrounded by unconditional love. Your whole team of divine helpers is standing around you, bathing you in love. And this beam of light that comes from your higher self, from the central sun, from up above, from source, connecting you down through your feet to Mother Earth. As you breathe in, you're breathing in love. As you exhale, you release anything that doesn't serve you in body, mind, or spirit, any level of your being. Soak up this unconditional love from your team of divine helpers. and reconnect visually if you've disconnected to the painting. As you ask your team of divine helpers for guidance in your life, you may, during this conversation, have a specific area of your life that you have questions. I invite you to ask one or several questions with space in between. I'm going to give you a nice long time to do this. And as you move or listen or look, scan deeply into the painting. You may be drawn to certain parts of the painting. Could be just the textures, the colors. Listen for messages that come through your intuition. It might be the symbolism. It might be looking at the big picture or at a tiny piece of it. Expand the screen to a section if you feel called. Pay attention to the memories that pop up, to your sensory perception. It might be instant knowing. It might be smell or taste or touch, feelings and colors. You may hear inner messages. Pay attention to all of your senses, inner and outer, as you connect to this painting. And ask your higher self, source, and team of divine helpers for guidance in your life, for messages. Take a good 5 minutes to explore this. If you find your mind wandering, come back. Once in a while, I will remind you to breathe, to reconnect to yourself and to the artwork. Once every minute for the next 5 minutes. Breathe. Move if you feel moved to. Ask another question. Don't give up. Allow whatever is happening, knowing that you will be getting deeper and deeper every minute. Invite your team and ask for help if you need to. Get closer to the painting or step further back. Breathe, move, or stand still. Connect to yourself and to your painting, knowing that it is a mirror. It is providing you a reflection of yourself that you need to see. What are the messages that this piece is giving to you right now? If you need to, close your eyes to reconnect and see in your mind's eye the painting, its messages, or connect to your heart to ask a new question. Breathe. Reconnect to that beam of light between you and the artwork. Has it expanded? Has it moved? Allow yourself to be nourished, even if you don't understand how. Breathe. Take one last minute now to be with his artwork in any way you feel moved. Breathe it in. Scan it, scan yourself, or simply listen. Allow yourself to feel whatever you feel. If you need to extend the experience, simply pause this recording and keep experiencing it until you're ready to continue. If you're not already sitting down or lying down, I invite you to go back to this relaxed, seated, or lying position, yet still open in body, mind, and spirit. Take consciousness of your body, scanning it yet again from head to feet or feet to head, feeling if you feel any different. It may be subtle or it may be quite noticeable. With your hands, rub the front of your body or wherever that light beam was connected to, sealing it in. Thanking the artwork, thanking your team of divine helpers, thanking your higher self. Take 3 more deep breaths to breathe in that column of light from your higher self all the way back into your heart, into your body. And in this vessel that carries your spirit in this lifetime, and while still in this receptive state, in your body, in your mind, and your spirit, Invite a harmony between your left, rational, masculine, action-oriented mind and your right, feminine, receptive, intuitive mind. That they may work together to reflect, to contemplate the messages you received, and to ask if any inspired actions need to be taken in your life to bring you further along on your path to your highest good. Knowing that if it is not perfectly clear right now, even the next step, that what you have done to nourish yourself, to reflect upon yourself with the artwork as a mirror to your true self, that this may lead to insights in the next little while. But for now, take a few minutes to contemplate the meaning of your experience here, using both your left and right in harmony. You have asked, you have accessed. This is where you analyze what needs to be done if it wasn't perfectly clear, before you act and then allow. Take 2 minutes and feel free to engage your team of divine helpers in inner conversation if need be. If you feel you're imagining it, know that imagination is the first level of higher knowledge, leading to inspiration and intuition. Fake it till you make it. Enjoy the process, knowing that the voices that you would hear or sense or feel must be voices of love for it to be your team of divine helpers. Fear comes from the ego. And we'll do one last little bit to close this contemplation, this exercise. But know that once you've come out of it, you're welcome to journal. I encourage you to journal, to deepen the experience, to explore bits and pieces of it even further, to continuing through automatic writing, just continuously writing without stopping, accessing yet and through another channel your own intuition. But for now, take another 3 deep breaths through your nose, releasing with an audible sigh through your mouth. With your hands rubbing your body from head to toes, coming back into your body, into the present moment. You may want to rub your feet against the ground, grounding you, connecting you to Mother Earth, to the here and now. When you're ready, open your eyes again. The painting may be there in front of you. Feel free to acknowledge it. To acknowledge yourself for experiencing this new experience. And if you were inspired to take inspired action, you may want to make note of it, put it in your agenda, write it down in a way that you'll remember, knowing that with life's busyness, it's often natural to forget something that you wanted to do or were inspired to do. Be it something small like call someone, or something huge. Whatever it is for you, knowing that from baby steps to leaps of faith, the more you work with your inspired action, the more that you trust your intuition, the further along on your path of your highest good that you will travel. In divine timing, allow it to unfold as it does. Thank you for experiencing this with me today. Namaste.